Today is the feast of Saint Joseph. Joseph is the man chosen by God to care for his son, for the mother of God. So huge mission, huge responsibility. I'm talking about somebody who doesn't feel equipped enough for what he's called to do. I think in that Joseph especially becomes a man who needs to rely solely on the Lord, constantly on the Lord. In front of this, being the guardian, the protector of the Holy Family, he's the one that needs to learn and depend on God in everything. And it's a great lesson for us, first of all, to depend on God for everything, rely on God for everything. Protecting our family, being one with our family members, but also in the small things. You know, Joseph is also the one in the Gospel of today where we read that after he and Mary went up with Jesus to Jerusalem, and as they left Jerusalem after a day journey, they realized that Jesus is not with them. So imagine the longing for Jesus, the longing to see the face of Jesus, which is something maybe we can already very much relate to. I long to see your face, Jesus. My heart yearns for you. I want to hold you again. I want to see that it's going to be okay because you're with me now again. And then finally, after 3 long days, after 72 hours, after so many minutes and seconds, you imagine how slow that time was going. In those 2 nights, before they can actually see him, finally being able to see Jesus in the temple. And then hearing these voices from Jesus. Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house? Be reminded that there is a Father's house. There is a place that we call home. There's a place that is not on this earth. That is the Father's house that we call home. I think the temptation can also be in this time, to just fill our life with a lot of things to watch. Maybe trying to stay connected and spend hours and hours in front of a screen that then it feels like waking up the morning after you partied too much, a little hangover. And maybe not really having connected with the people in your house, those in front of you, or even worse, see them as enemy, see them with suspicion. True, we need to keep social distance, but our hearts needs to stay close. And as our heart stays close, our hearts need to be reminded, and we need to remind one another that our home is different. Our home, the Father's house, is somewhere else. And so I think the challenge that Joseph presents us today, 1, to rely on God for everything, and 2, how can I love today the people that are in my home? How can I receive the love of God today? Maybe staying in my home, maybe if I'm going on a small walk. But also, how can I love them today? How can I show them the love of God today? Not tomorrow. Don't postpone it to next week. Today is the difference. Joseph lived in the present moment with Jesus and Mary. That's why this beautiful image that we have here, this statue of the Holy Family, where Joseph embraces and takes care of both Mary and Jesus.